let's continue West of Loathing. Hello everybody and welcome back to West of Loathing. So, as I said in the last episode, I wandered about and I managed to find Wandering Sally pretty quickly. So I bought a few things from her. I bought a pickaxe, I bought the 2 needles, I also bought work boots from her, and there was one other thing I bought from her. I don't remember what. But in any case, I also got ancient can of beans from a random event with a skeleton of a bean slinger. As weird as that sounds, it makes sense in the context of this game, where I basically just annoyed them into giving it to me. With this one, I'm actually going to equip because it's good for my character. I got this off of a goblin, as the name may state. I didn't kill the goblin. I spoke with the goblin and asked him if I could have the spatula because it's more useful to me than to him, and I taught him some basic bean slinging magic in order to flip the stuff without needing a spatula. But I found Wandering Sally. I also found now I need to remember which ones. The Big Apple, Destroyed Campsite, the Old Mission, and was there another one that I found? I think Butterfield Ranch was either during the episode or during my exploration. But I found Wandering Sally. I got the needles that I need in order to lockpick. So let's go back to the Gulch, which is right next door, and go pick a lock. It was for the cafe, I believe. That's storage, mayor's house, cafe. Pick the lock. Yay! Okay. You enter what turn... Okay. You listen at the door, don't hear anything. Looks like the door is locked. You make short work of the lock. You enter what turns out to be a cafe and reconstruct a few cups of chicory from the leavings in various dirty cups and sinks. You stop to wonder why a cafe wouldn't be open at this time of day. You see the schedule posted on a wall, and sure enough, it says somebody named Gene is supposed to be working this shift. He was always a shiftless layabout, that Gene. Chicory. Increases your speed by 3, but reduces all of my muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 1. Ouch. Nice. Okay. Back in here. So I was right. It was the cafe that I needed to go into in order to get rid of Gene. Also, I got the foraging book last time. I think that was in the episode. If it wasn't, I bought it from Sally. Where is it? Foraging, there it is. Can forage basic goods from cacti, high quality, and then there's one more level after that as well. How much XP do I have? Good grief, I have a lot. I want to upgrade the bean golem. Small-ish bean golem. Yes. Bean shield is also very handy because it increases my armor. So I'm going to upgrade that. Grit. How much XP do I have? I have enough to upgrade each of these once. So let's do that. My grit, gumption, and glamour. Okay. To Gene! Remind them about their cafe chefs. Unlike the other 2 guards, this one is being very attentive and seems very suspicious of you. Also, unlike the other 2 guards, they have a name tag that says Gene. Hey, Gene, you supposing working at cafe today. You forgetting? Oh, wow. Oh, no. The goblin quickly takes off their guard uniform and puts on a cafe uniform and races out of the cafe. You regain 20 XP. Yay! Okay, so open this one, which is a lot of gold, a lot of meat. Hey, there's the dynamite. A year's supply of dynamite. Yay, finally. So I can open one of these, because I've got one more needle. I'm gonna open this one. I can always come back here. Another 1,180 meters. Nice. Okay. So, now that that's done, I want to go caving. Or you know what, let's go to the professor's house. The beeping machine leads you to a ramshackle house in the middle of the desert. And by the way, when it's talking about the beeping thing, it is in reference to... I am blind as a bat today. Ah, there it is. The strange stone arrow. That's the beeping machine it's talking about. Coffee cactus. Plus 3 speed for the rest of the day. With no downsides. Nice. Of course, I gotta flush the toilet. Because, of course. And I have to use the mirror because, again, of course. Okay, hey Professor. Excuse me, my name is Tom Hollister. What? Oh, I didn't even notice you come in. I'm not used to visitors, but folks generally call me the Professor. Is there something I can do for you? Well, I found this beeping gizmo and I sort of followed the beeping and it led me here. Well, LB. It certainly led you to the right place, young man. This is an vibrato technology, and I happen to be as much as an expert as anyone alive today. What now? Vibrato. They were an ancient race that lived here long before humans. Well, they mostly lived underground, so they might still be living as far as I know. Never seen a peep from an actual person, though, just the machines they left behind. Were they space aliens? Could be aliens, or genius pre-humans, or an entirely different terrestrial evolutionary line. At this stage of the investigation, it is impossible to say. Isn't it exciting? Here, let me have a closer look at your beeping gizmo. Give me the device. Aha, as I suspected. This is one of their transponders. It detects other vibrato technology and homes in, you see. That'll be why it led you here. I've got a thing I've been trying to repair. He tinkers around with the transponder for a bit, and then plugs a strange stone marble into a socket on it. There you go, good as new. Just swipe up or down to turn it on or off. Swipe. Now, I've got to warn you, this device will lead you to abandoned vibrato technology, but it might also attract unwanted attention. From what? From the vibrato technology. You'll see what I mean. Just be careful. Okay? You know, now that I think about it, you've arrived at the perfect time. In order to get anywhere further with my research, I need more samples of the tech. But searching for it eats up all the time I could be using to research it. Ah, I get you. Right. You're an adventurous type. Adventuresome type. So bring me back whatever devices you find, and if I can get them up and running, that'll benefit both of us. Alright, deal. Great. First priority will be to get the Keystone Fabricator running. They locked all their doors and things with these little stone alloy blocks, you see. So if you want to make your own, that'll open a lot of doors for us, literally and figuratively. Alright, what do we need? The components aren't rare, at least as far as priceless ancient technology goes. Bring me, 5 handfuls of scrap. I should be able to salvage the last parts I need from that much. Roger that. This is the thing he's talking about, by the way. Okay. So, I want to go caving. So let's go Snake Pit Mine. As you turn a corner, you come face to face with 3 bandits pushing a large barrel. Shut up. Do not disturb. Do not disturb me, I am in the middle of a recording. 3 bandits pushing a large barrel marked TNT down a trail. The four of you stare at each other for a moment, unsure of how to deal with the potentially violent happenstance. Let's inquire about the TNT. Howdy, fellows. Fine-looking barrel of TNT you got there. Appears a bit elderly, though. What of it? Well, when TNT gets old, the nitroglycerin starts to sweat out of it. That is actually factual. So I'd recommend you get it to your destination as quick as you can. Maybe take a shortcut over that rocky and bumpy trail over there. The bandits shrug and start rolling the barrel off in that direction. After a couple of minutes, you hear a loud boom in the distance. 30 XP. Nice. Not bad, not bad. Meat vein. Oh. So Pete gives me access to even more meat. Nice. Because I only gained 38, but I gained 11 plus because Pete points some out. Nice. You look at the mining equipment, you have no idea what any of it does. Ask Pete to explain it. About it. Hey Pete, do you know how this stuff works? I reckon I do, but I ain't telling you. Don't want you getting any ideas, you see. Okay then. Dang it. Because no matter what... Okay, so no matter what companion you bring with... Yeah. None of them actually wants to tell you what any of it does. I figured Pete would tell you what it does, but no. You can see a snake coiled up in the little hole. I'm not going to pull it out. I will search through this cart, though, to unrefined meat nuggets. Mining supplies, some smelling salts, some dynamite. Ooh, another pickaxe. Great. Meat vein. Some more meat. I don't know what this is for. This looks weird. And important. The 4 rocks there. What's in here? Den full of snake eggs. No. A smoking snake is smoking in the smoking hole. And a regular snake in there. You know what? Let's fight. All of the snakes. 24 damage. In a single attack. That'll be enough to one-shot quite a few things. 10 hot damage. Well, if I land the full damage, then I'll be able to one-shot it with this attack. There we go. You really smoked that snake. I mean, you didn't smoke it like you smoke a cheroot, you just smoked it figuratively. 10 XP, 30 meat, and I skin it with my vermin knife. Cold snake skin. Plus 3 moxie to a hat. Interesting. Yeah, I have not been focused on... Okay, yeah, I can just do the Great Northern Blizzard and destroy all of the eggs. Because it's AoE. Haha! Nice work dispatching those eggs. 30 XP, 55 meat. There's not enough skin on any of them to be worth collecting. Hooray! That it for this area? Really? Huh. That kind of sucked. Coleridge Mine. You encounter a bandit who doesn't look very bandit-like due to the lab coat and slipperule holster. Unfortunately, she's also wearing a standard black bandit hat. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been able to tell. All right, Buster, this is a stick-up. Hand over the meat. You don't seem to have a gun. How about I just punch you out and leave instead? Ha! I'd like to see you try. Because I invented an anti-punching ring. That would help me test it. Let's examine her ring. An anti-punching ring? How interesting. May I have a look? Are you using a positive matrix force field? Positive matrix? No, it's a sigma field derived. Sigma? Oh no, that won't do at all. I mean, It'll soak some kinetic force, sure, but as soon as things get heavy, that's going to overheat and burn your finger off. Oh geez, really? I hadn't thought of that. Back to the drawing board, I guess. She tosses you the ring and turns to leave. 10 XP and a ring of moderate unpunchability. The ring has a weak enchantment on it that renders its wearer nominally less punchable than usual. Plus 2 armor. Nice. Coleridge Mine. Anything to forage out here? Yeah, beer barrel. Okay, let's go in. Not a bad little operation they had running here. Looks like they mostly cleared her out though. It looks like there's a shaft leading down to another level. Yep, no sign of an elevator though. Nary even adult or hex crank. I ain't advised jumping down. Okay. Let's see. There's a row of lockers here. Must have been used for storing personal effects of the fellas who work at this mine. First one is labeled Ellsbury WM and doesn't have a lock on it. Second, the label on the second one is covered in some kind of white glue. The third one is labeled loose pen and has a combination lock on it. Open the first one. The locker contains one of those mining helmets with a lamp on it and a bottle of Lundalo, which increases my armor by 5 for the rest of the day. And Ellsbury's helmet, which gives me 2 armor. According to the tag inside, this had to belong to someone named William Ellsbury. Okay. Open the second locker. You open the door to reveal a skeleton covered in the same white glue that was on the outside of it, the locker. Ah, you get it. This guy must have died after his co-workers played a prank on him where they stuffed him into his locker and then filled it with shaving cream. I can't believe you dang jerk stuffed me in my locker and then filled it with shaving cream. I died from that, yells the skeleton, confirming both your insight and his vengeful, murderous intent. Get ready for a fight. 90 health. Oh dear, I'm costing that for sure. Summon that. And 18 hot damage to the face. 7 spooky damage. Won't really help much. Just bash him with your lantern, Pete. He whiffed. Ha. We win. Bonk. Yes. Well, at least he's not suffering anymore, and his bones are really clean. Skeleton bone. Hey. Okay, I know for a fact that's something I need. Skull chips and a handful of loose teeth. Okay. I am quickly gonna sort out see how far can I get with the desert house. Because okay, you hear a groaning noise a short distance away and investigate. A cowpoke is sitting against a rock with his leg bent in a way that seems incorrect. Oof. What happened? Dang horse threw a rod and I fell off. Think I busted one of my dancing arms. I'll give him a ride back to Dirtwater. You help the guy onto the back of your horse and give him a lift back to town. Thank you kindly, stranger. I'd say I'd owe you one, but it seems doubtful we'll ever meet again. 20 XP. Nice. Okay. Now I'm going to the desert house. You notice a smoldering hole in the ground and recognize it as the habitat of the southeast western coal snake. They keep to themselves mostly, but are also known to enjoy a fight if one is thrust upon them. Thrust one upon it! Okay, you're gonna die easily. Yeah, this is gonna be quick. So do that, and bonk. Done. Snake spleen, and another cold snake skin. Nice. You put this snake back in the ground, though in a slightly different sense. And I skipped it. Cool. Okay. As you dismount and approach the house where the bandits are holed up, you hear a voice from inside say, "What was that?" Uh-oh. Looks like you're going to have to be sneaky if you want to avoid a full-on fracas. Sneaky is my middle name. Wait, really? No, I was just kidding. No, it's Marshall. From the sound of it, you'd say this doghouse certainly contains an angry dog. This doghouse contains an angry dog. Very funny. You're not going to be able to get past it without alerting the gang inside the house. Give the dog a bone, which is why I wanted the bone. With a knick-knack paddywhack, you achieve your aim, the dog being contentedly gnawing the human femur. Good for him. Okay. Do I have a can of oil? Yes, I do. The hinges on this gate are really rusty. If you open it, the bandits inside are definitely going to hear it. Oil the hinges. You use the last of the oil in the can on the rusty hinges. The gate swings open easily and silently. Nice. Now, if I didn't have any of this stuff, I would have had to fight the bandits, which would have ended up killing them, which would have ended up with them in the Dirtwater morgue rather than the jail. You creep up to the door. You can hear the gang inside. You notice that the door jammed is busted, probably from being kicked in. There's a crude hasp made of bent nails on the door. Looks like the bandits have just been locking it with a padlock from the outside when they leave. Lock them in with a lock. You quietly lock the door from the outside. You've definitely got the upper hand at this point. What's your next move? Back off for a bit. Hang on. Okay, I'm gonna level up my outfoxing because I know there's one more thing that I can do potentially. And I'll just arrest them. Travel to Dirtwater. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, fellas, the jig is up. A muffled voice says, "The law! Get 'em, boys!" And then, "Tarnation! We're locked in!" You hear a chorus of defeated sighs. Toss out your weapons. You hear a quiet but heated discussion inside. Eventually a voice says, "Alright," and some pistols fall out the window. 2 bandit pistols and the Desert Gang 6-gun, which gives +1 moxie. Just kidding, I'm still going to arrest you. Oh, toss out your weapons and I won't arrest you. The voices say, "Aw, dang it." You round up the gang and then haul them back to Dirtwater. That's the house in the Desert Gang, alright? All except for the house, that is. Did you get away? Wait, was I supposed to... Nah, I'm just messing with you. Here's your reward. 500 meat and 30 XP. Nice. And that is all 5 of the jail cells filled with actual people. Except for the Gherkin brothers. They're ghosts. But none of them are corpses. If I wanted to do an evil run, I could have... I'm going to sneeze, so it's going to be very loud. Never mind, not as loud as I thought it was going to be. Ow. Okay, stock certificate, I'm just going to sell that. There was something else I wanted to sell. The bandit pistols, I'll sell both of those. The unrefined meat nugget, sell all of those. Yeah, that's it. Okay, that's everything I wanted to sell. Anything I want to buy? Not really. Wait, why do I have 2 shovels? I don't need 2 shovels, I just need 1. I can sell one of those then. Cool. Okay. Leave. No, I didn't want to. There we go. Do I have any postcards? No. Okay. Map. So let's go to Lost Dutch Oven Mine. To your delight, you see the silhouette of a big circus tent towering over the pines. The circus. I'm gonna keep going where I'm going. Ooh. Blossom Gin and Green Thumb. I now get XP from harvesting stuff. Yes! The stench is barely bearable. Okay. Inside the Dutch Oven Mine. Miner's Pants and a gas mask. -3 to all stats, but plus 15 to stench resistance. And the Miner's Pants is... +2 armor. Nice. Okay. Must have eaten down here to avoid the stench upstairs. I'll grab what's left of their meal. A spittoon! You don't know what kind of tobacco these miners are chewing, but it must have been extra corrosive because the brass spittoon has a hole eaten through the bottom and dark stains underneath where the spit leaked out. Although, oddly, it doesn't seem to be leaking now, and it's half full. I guess the miners plugged the hole with something. I'm inspecting it. It's a spittoon. It's disgusting. You can practically see the stink lines coming off of it. Come on, let's not do this. Inspect the spittoon. Ah, jeez, fine, okay. You crouch down and take a careful look at the filthy spittoon. The inside is blackened with years' worth of stains. The death broth inside has a rainbow sheen like a parking lot oil spill, and occasionally a little bubble pops on the surface. You can actually feel a slight warmth radiating off of it from whatever dire chemical reaction is taking place in there. You realize you're holding your breath, not deliberately, but from the human body's natural instinct of self-preservation. Inhale. Imagine someone made a big pot of chili con carne and left it underneath the porch. 3 rats crawl into the pot, eat half of the chili, and then die. A week later, a family of cockroaches takes up residence among the writhing maggots. The cockroaches smoke thick black cigars, which they light with tufts of burning human hair. That's what it smells like. Search it. Unfortunately for you, the rainbow-colored film on the surface of the liquid coats your hand. Fortunately for you, your hand as you plunge it into the toxic stew, keeping it from being immediately dissolved down to the bones. The smell intensifies and your stomach prepares to hose the poisons off your arm with high-pressure stream of vomit. Keep searching. Your fingers touch something at the bottom of the spoon. You better pull it out fast while you still have something to pull with. Pull. You pull the world's most disgusting pair of pants out of the bottom of the spittoon and jump back as the hole in the spittoon's bottom, now unplugged, begins to leak steaming filth. Congratulations, you are now the proud owner of the worst object I've ever been paid to think about, narrowly defeating a leather bondage harness made from the skin of a clown. +2 armor, +2 speed. These pants look and smell like they were used to line the bottom of a leaky spittoon, and there's a very good reason for it. Hooray! Inventory, I'm equipping it. Because, yes, it's 1 less armor, but the 2 speed makes up for it. Because speed determines who goes first. A crate of mining supplies, you have to assume. Yay! Spiked coffee, sulfur match, and dynamite. Nice. Picked clean. Ah, I don't have an oil can. Dang it. Can't interact with these lockers. Ah, dang it. Okay. I'll have to come back another time then. So let's go to Fort Alldead. You spot a hell calf grazing on the side of the trail, just as it spots you. Its eyes glow, and 2 shadow cows split off from it, forming a small, frightening herd. Fight it. Okay. Shadow calf. Okay, they've got decent amounts of health and stuff. I'm just going to cast Bean Shield first and foremost, and then next turn I'll summon my my thing. Whiff. Yes, keep whiffing. My golem. There we go. I'll hit the shadow calf with this fava bean, and then whack this one with a lantern. Whiff, bonk. 20 damage. Okay, that's good. Bonk. I'll just attack this one for now, and hopefully the bean, yep, attacks that one. And victory! That wasn't so bad. You managed to defeat the calf and all of its shadows, and in doing so slightly reduced the amount of evil in the world. 20 XP, roasted cow tongue. Increases my mysticality by 6 for the rest of the day. I'm not going to read that description. 64 meat, and I skinned them with my trusty knife. Extra thick leather. Don't know what that's for. Just another day in the office. Fort Alldead. Seems quiet. Dead quiet. Okay, first and foremost, You climb up the watchtower and take a look around. Nice view from up here. Did I have more binoculars? Wrong button. Apparently I don't have any more disposable binoculars. Okay. He doesn't seem to notice you. Sorry, pardon me, excuse me. Okay. Let's see here. Mess hall, barracks, privy, strategy. I'll go strategy first. Giant map of the region. Has a little model of the region. 3 toilets. Nice. How much XP? A decent bit. I am gonna upgrade Wary and my mysticality. There we go. Okay. Barracks. Oh, I need a lot of needles here. Chemical bullet and a full canteen. 3 needles! Yay! Okay. And I actually needed 3 needles because there's 3 here. You pick the lock, revealing the footlocker to be full of human bones. Interesting. Smelling salts and a silver bullet deals extra damage against cows and other demonic creatures. And full canteen, heart attack, and another silver bullet. Nice. What's in here? Oh, they're food supplies. Skeleton Army's food. Random can, read the label, grilled tongues, revolting. Yeah, well. Okay. What's over here? Dig through the trash can. An old patrol cap. Plus 3 pistol attack damage. Well, that can't be good. Someone left their knapsack behind. You dig through the knapsack. Knapsack. There's some kind of receipt here. Robe receipt. Interesting. There's also an evil leather-bound tome. I'll grab it. Ooh. Introductory Nexmex. This black-covered book, written in black ink on black paper, is a primer in the arts of southwestern necromancy, otherwise known as Nexmex. Gives you the grinning skull skill. The last thing is a little diary, which you decide to leave in there in case the owner comes back looking for it. Let's read it. It seems to have been written by one of the necromancer's cultists. He and several others were reanimating dead soldiers here, on the theory that the best undead army would be a literal undead army. The hitch in the plan came when they raised the officers, who decided they weren't going to take orders from a bunch of weirdo civilians. The last entry suggests the author and his cohorts were planning on abandoning their station and reporting back to the necromancer, but the entry ends abruptly in the middle of the sentence. Fascinating. Fortune 2. So, I've never read all of the Nexmex books. And you know what? I'm gonna do it. Read it. This seems pretty dangerous. Are you sure you want to read it? Yes. Okay, it's your funeral. Whatever, Grandma. You cannot see the words on the pages, but you can nevertheless read them. Your mind becomes strained with grim secrets. Grinning skull. Skulls are scary, and ghosts are scary. You know what else would be double scary? Yes, you do. You know what would be double scary? Yes, you do. As you turn to the last page, the book vanishes in a puff of smoke. Spooky. What's in here? This mass grave is absolutely teeming with those skeletal riflemen. They don't seem to be interested in getting out, but you could definitely jump in there if you were itching for a fight. There's one wandering at the end of the pit nearest to you. I'll walk away. So that's just an endless fight then, that you can do. Okay. One more location and then I'm gonna call the episode. Shaggy Dog Cave is just a waste of time. A lot of time if you bother to read everything in it. And I know that because I've gone and read through everything. Plaque bolted to the wall here. A record of the events of Expedition to and into Shaggy Dog Cave, November 87, recorded by Jim Plackwright. Good pun, good pun. I'm not going to read every single one of these because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Holy shit, how many are there? 6. There's 15 plaques in total. It's a hole, a completely empty one. And all it is it's the story of the people who went and got the treasure at the end of the cave. That's it. That's the entire story. That's all that's written on the plaque. And it's so long and so winding, and most of it is completely irrelevant to why you're in Shaggy Dog Cave. So I'm just gonna leave. Let's finish off by going to give the dynamite. Bundle of dynamite again. Got 3 dynamite. Continue. Okay. I don't want to do off-camera work for this game either. Feels wrong. Okay. Hey, it's me. Any luck finding a year's supply of dynamite? Yep. Here you go. Good. Perfect. This'll do the trick just fine. Hang back for a bit while I get the fellows to set the charges, and I'll let you do the honors. Smee consults with the other workers, and they inspect the rocks for a time. Eventually, one of them shrugs, pushes the whole crate of dynamite up next to the rocks, and wires a detonator. Alright, let it rip. You don't have a longer detonator cable? Nope. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Just give me a 3 count before you hit the plunger so I have time to get under the tray. Great. Do it. And that's a giant stone monster. I'll leave that for next time. So thank you everybody so much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.